Doc in California. Doc, how you doing?
How you doing, Alex?
Good, buddy.
Hey, it's great to be with you. I'm Sergeant Arms for the Sacramento Motorcycle Club out here in Sacramento.
Oh, great.
And I really appreciate you putting my video up on there. We got shut down like a week prior to that. They just closed my channel.
The fellow that runs the Alex Jones channel, he now tries to post everybody who gets censored. But we posted your videos before. It's always great info because you're really good at calmly going over things and giving a lot of background. You have a good knowledge of this. And we did see they erased your account. And for those that don't know, thousands of Patriot accounts are being erased for no reason. And in fact, your videos are just you on a webcam. They don't even make copyright claims. They just erase you. And so
yeah, they wouldn't even give me a reason. They just said, they said something about my video and something to do with Google search, and then that was it. There was no appeal, nothing. It was just they just ended my account. But the main reason that I've been trying to call the last couple of days is this gun bill and the way they're singling out groups. It's not that they're going to start going around and messing with people. They came not to just our club, but to the Vagos as well. And they raided us all, took us outside. They had the Department of Homeland Security. They had the BATF. And they made us and all our wives hold up mugshot signs, took pictures of us all, and said it was going in a database, terrorist database.
Well, let me stop you.
They said that they would be back to get us later.
All right, well, let me just stop you. I wasn't aware of this, but for those that don't know, and I'm going to let you tell the story. I want you to tell it all in detail here because, I believe you because I'm already aware of this. And you try to tell listeners this. First, who did Hitler first persecute? Jews, gypsies, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, stuff like that, because that's a minority. It's okay to persecute them. And they've always harassed motorcycle gangs, even, mainline clubs. And so the issue is they do it to a minority first. And around here in Texas, clean-cut 14-year-old can be walking back or riding his scooter from his job at a gas station. The cops pull you over, get you up against a wall. This happened to me when I was like 20 here in Austin. And they want to question you and take a photo of you, and they put you in the gang database so they can then fluff it up and act like everybody's a terrorist. They're now arresting citizens that photograph downtown D.C. It almost happened to us. Most veterans I know, when I say most of the veterans I know can't buy guns anymore. No criminal record. The cops won't say, the NICS system won't say why. They just say you're refused. And there's no way to appeal. That's just the end of it in America. They're telling the VFWs that they're basically criminals. They've got to report all their Civil War cannons and everything. And the BATF, they say, is going to be visiting them. And then we called the head office in D.C., and they said, yeah, BATF's going to be watching veterans. There are training manuals. I'm just giving people that are watching this for the first time, because I know this will probably go viral on the web, since we're bringing this up. I just showed you mainstream news. ACLU admits they're teaching all the military that all protest is illegal and an act of terrorism. The Army's watching in the Fed groups. We got the secret documents, that it became mainstream news that I'm being watched by the Army. The Army follows me around. I've had them in parking lots come up and threaten me years ago and tell me, they're watching me and they're going to get me. So this is all part of the mafia stuff. And you tell people, it's like when I told folks the FBI was here, but I couldn't say because there was a gag order in the federal subpoena. They thought that was a lie until it was all over AP and everywhere after the guy was arrested. They were looking for. And so when I tell you they blocked my car in before, and I get out and go, what's the problem? And it's guys going, the problem is we're watching you, Jones. The military's watching you. Watch your ass. And so when you bring this story up, I believe you, because this is what they're doing. They're going around with federal police. They've announced they federalized state police all over the country. They haven't told most of the state police yet, but they're already under federal control. They've openly announced it in Arizona. So I wanted to interrupt you and back you up that they're announcing gun owners, veterans, conservatives, everybody's a terrorist. Now, slowly, tell us about your bike club. Tell us word for word when it was, what happened, and then I'm going to look into it. Go ahead. This is major news. Go ahead.
Well, what happened is Kevin Johnson is the mayor out here, and when he was trying to get elected, he pulled all these publicity stunts, and he over a 3-day period, he did an operation called Snag. And I think if you Google that, it'll come up in the SAC B, Operation Snag. They arrested like 500 and something, 80 people or something like that. Well, what they were doing is just driving around the street and arresting anybody that had red sneakers on or a blue hat, you know, because red and blue are gang colors. And
same things happened to me. One time I was wearing a blue hat with Pennsylvania team, so I like the black hat, dark navy blue, and I was all questioned if I was a terrorist. But go ahead.
Yeah, so, and I guess they wanted some high-profile names, or at least some local high-profile names they could blast in the paper. So they came after our club, and I guess the Vargo Club as well out here. And what they did is they just came in and busted in. You know, they came in all SWAT style, and they tore the whole house apart. They broke our furniture in little pieces, because that's, you know, that's what they do. If you haven't done anything wrong, they'll just break all your property. And then there was this caricature that my wife had done of her sitting on a motorcycle, and they snatched that up, said it was gang paraphernalia, and then grabbed these mugshot papers, you know, that had a little number on them and our names, and then they took a bunch of pictures, you know, the BATF and Homeland Security and all that, and they took me to jail. I was in jail for 13 days. It took 13 days for me to get out.
What did they say you'd done?
I was in possession of gang paraphernalia. That was
well,
what
no. Let me
done.
stop you. Have you seen Road to Tyranny, where they pull over a naval veteran, married woman, in town buying canning supplies, doesn't drink or smoke? She comes to a checkpoint, because it's all in the surveillance camera she got in the lawsuit from the cops, Abby Newman, and they want to search her car, and she says, no, you don't have a Fourth Amendment. You just stopped all these cars here. They say, get out, and they find a pocket Constitution, and the state police begin hyperventilating like they found a dead baby or something, going, I can't believe it. She's not allowed to have this, and they arrest her for anti-government paraphernalia on video, just like them choking ambulance people now. Total mental illness. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, here's sure. Well, I just wanted to back you up that you were taken to jail for paraphernalia. I guess it's illegal now to have your, leather bomber jacket with the club or something?
Yeah, what they were looking for here is they insisted that we were some white supremacist outfit. They tried to say we were skinheads. And as you can see from the video, I have hair down in the middle of my back, so that kind of disqualifies me from being a skinhead. That and my wife's Hispanic, I think that disqualifies me too. But they tried to say that we were a white supremacist outfit, and that allowed them to haul us all in under this snag program.
Okay, so they're saying under terrorism, under Patriot Act, this is how they're harassing, and citizens aren't getting their Bill of Rights. They're arresting kids for prank phone calls now under Patriot Act and not giving them rights. And so they said that, I guess, motorcycles, and of course there's no law against motorcycles or leather jackets, but they selectively say you're not allowed to have that. So you were in jail for how many days?
13.
And what were they saying the whole time? I mean, were they trying to get you to plea bargain before they let you out to agree that you'd committed crime?
The whole thing was whether or not I had committed a crime. It wasn't even to do with, they were trying to force another agency to give me up to a year in jail for it. And
for gang paraphernalia.
For gang paraphernalia, yeah.
Because you have a motorcycle club? Tell us about your motorcycle club.
Well, we started about 20, almost 30 years ago out here in Sacramento. We were supposed to be an offshoot of the Hells Angels, and things kind of fell apart with that. And so we started doing our own thing. And, you know, we have our good apples and our bad apples, and so, you know, if like any other club, like the Misfits or anyone else, if you look us up, there's plenty of bad stories to go with the good stories. But about 10 years ago, we did the mandatory clean and sober thing for our club, and a lot of us went back to college and got degrees to be, like myself, I'm a drug and alcohol counselor, and then 2 other club members are now. Now, as a way to give back to the community, for real, rather than just a picture of me on a motorcycle carrying a teddy bear at Christmas, you know, for real giving back to the community. So since then, it's all been based on, basically you have to be clean and sober, you have to love what this country stands for, because being in a motorcycle club is about freedom.
Okay, so I mean that's what I thought from seeing some of the club videos. So it's an anti-New World Order, mainline, defend the Bill of Rights, really a paleo-conservative or libertarian type club. And basically then they've got all this anti-terror money, so they raided you under terror and arrested you, and next time you'll be taken to a Camp X-Ray, and they are building giant camps in Montana and Utah and Wyoming on record that U.S. citizens are already in. Go ahead.
Yeah, and not only that, but they actually, the federal guys actually were smirking and laughing and telling my wife how they were going to be back to get me anyway, and that she better get ready to live without me and blah, blah, blah. And they were going to take her kids, and they already took, CPS already took one of her kids from her and won't give them back just because I'm here.